Jesus said, "I still have many things to say to you, but you cannot bear them now. When the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all the truth, for he will not speak on his own, but will speak whatever he hears, and he will declare to you the things that are to come. He will glorify me, because he will take what is mine and declare it to you. All that the Father has is mine. For this reason I said that he will take what is mine and declare it to you."
So Jenny, this is the gospel for Trinity Sunday. Now, explain the Trinity to me.
In 3 easy lessons, yes. It's a challenging one, and I know this is one that preachers always tend to try and avoid. But I think of my own experience through my journey, that it has been a journey of thinking and understanding, and perhaps most of all experiencing the Trinity. And perhaps I would say even now that I really can't understand what it is to say that we worship God in Trinity. But my experience of the Trinity, I can say, has been important for me in my spiritual growth and journey, and of coming to worship God as Father, Son and Holy Spirit.
So tell me some more about how you experience that. Can you give me an example?
Well, I think one of the ways is in worship, actually. Yeah, and one of the and I think often in hymns or in prayer that perhaps I might use different names for God. And one of the things that we've been experimenting with here is that we've put a labyrinth down, one of these calico, just a portable one, and we've got it in the cathedral for the weeks sort of leading up through Pentecost and Trinity Sunday, and we're encouraging people to worship and to pray as they take that walk, and if you like, to worship God with their bodies, and to perhaps just experiment a little in how that is for them. Yeah. What about you? What do you think?
Actually, that makes sense. Because if you describe walking a labyrinth, it's you take your shoes off and you walk around in a pattern into and outside, and it doesn't sound very much. But when you do it, it's incredibly profound. And I think the Trinity is like that. Yeah, as we journey almost into the heart of God, like walking the centre of the labyrinth. Yeah. There are twists and turns in my relationship with God, and I think somehow there is a sense of a broader dimension.
Yeah. And one of the interesting things, I actually took a group through it the other night. There were about 10 of us on this. It's not a huge labyrinth, but one of the interesting things was that you tended to walk past each other, or you had to sometimes stop and actually give way to someone. And so actually, even though you can do it on your own, it was actually really profound as a sort of a community activity, and it was fun as well, but it was also quite holy almost, that it reminded you that on our life's journey we rub shoulders with people, and I suppose we sort of knock the corners off each other, and I think it reminded me of an icon that we often think of the Trinity by Rublev, and which actually is sometimes called the Hospitality of Abraham. It's got those 3 figures, which may be the 3 visitors who visited Abraham and Sarah, but some have also interpreted it as an icon of the Trinity. And that it's interesting, like the labyrinth, they're portrayed in a way that's almost like a circle, and they seem, the 3 figures in the icon seem to be sort of their eyes move around from one to the other, and I thought, well, that was quite saying something about when you try and explain what it is to talk about Trinity and unity, that it's one God and 3 persons, yet it's almost like we're talking about the God community.
And that's what I love about Trinity Sunday. I mean, I love preaching on Trinity Sunday because it's a sense of
not everybody does
to take account of God as a community. At the heart of God, there is community, and an incredibly profound community where nobody is kind of trying to be one up, where everybody knows who they are and yet encircles the others in love. So it's like going into a labyrinth, and you don't bang into people. It's kind of almost a dance and a giving way around each other. And the other thing about the Rublev icon is it's 3 people almost in a circle, but actually it's more than 3 people, because it's the gap in the middle, and that's where we are. And there is a sense of which we too can be caught up into the community that is God.
So we're sort of invited to join in
we're invited to join in the dance of God as we worship, as we as we love each other, and also as we love the world around us.
Yes, that's right, because I think part of the icon has a tree and a city, so it reminds us that it's not just sort of some holy huddle. You use that word dance, and I know one of the Eastern Orthodox images is that the Trinity is in fact a dance. There is the dance within the Trinity. Perhaps that's a nice image to end with, as we dance to keep warm this winter.
Yes.